stories. Here's a bunch of ratepayers complaining about their taxes. Yeah, taxes are damn high. So you're attacking Trudeau's new plan for dental coverage. Hear me out here. I'm 68. I need dental repair. I'll use it. It's tax grab. I've heard this before with the progressive conservatives, always using tax grab and getting people on their side saying the tax time. Well, you got mixes of things you got to pay for: infrastructure, highways, roads. You got to pay for medical, because that was the part of the deal with Canadian healthcare. And the healthcare budget's really high. And that's one step. Get my teeth repaired. And I can eat better. It is a part of health, dental. We separated it up. So I'm going to use that. I'm not using any PC. I'm anti-conservative, 100%. Why? It's entrepreneurialism. We just do everything to get in power. Talked to a farmer up there in North Ontario. He says, that's just getting power. Yeah, that's all politics is. No, it's just getting power. Power in politics and corruption. Libertarianism. Deregulation of markets. So Pierre's going to save you. He's going to save your butt. Really? I don't think so. I think the first thing you do is stop the libertarian housing market. Okay, we've made mistakes. We should have had a lockdown on this housing market years ago. It's too late, too soon. So now it's way up over the level. We elected Doug Ford for the second time. He's PC, right? Common sense. Well, common sense is if you look at what he's doing, he's got his phone open. You can get me on this number anytime. That's good, Doug. That's good. Open government. But we want transparency too, because who are you giving money to? And who is funding these developments and the destroying the wetlands and everything? There's a food bill. And now you're saying you roly-poly, gainfully retired people that have got property up here, I got to build through it with the green plan. He's fired his cabinet, his minister there. It's just a shuffle, buffle. Why would you elect a boy that was covering up Bob Ford that screwed Toronto? Bob Ford, crackpot Bob. He got caught in the state of California. He was smoking crack, cocaine. It's a drug problem. But Ontario, you could have went Bob and Doug McKenzie any day. We would have had cheaper beer. Hell, but he is coming out. I can get beer in the grocery store. Thank you, Doug. I like that. Because if I'm living under progressive conservative rule, I have to drink. What I'm against is libertarianism. And that's all they kept on preaching in the United States for years. Less government. Oh, less government and more freedom. Well, what is freedom? Deregulating markets so the 1% can have them, and against libertarianism. No, against egalitarian political systems. I don't know. The economics of egalitarian government works. Because I want to go for a coffee. I don't have any money. That business is going to go under, eh? See, it goes nowhere free market capitalism. It goes nowhere. Capitalism with an egalitarian political system probably goes somewhere. Those guys are libertarians. They're brokers. I got enough information on them that it screw them really good. Because you won't vote right. You're going to vote conservative again, fascist. The newspapers are all politically employed. It's happening in Canada. At $1.4 trillion of debt, the banks are bought into commodity markets, right? And that's the oil sector. They got all money invested in pipelines. Right? So Joe Biden comes out, oh, he did bad thing. They just did a feasibility study that wasn't good for the United States to have a Keystone going on. So it comes Alberta going into starting that trucker strike. You know, and I heard a bunch of guys on here, oh, hell, they stopped it. We get bigger fees. I'm going to tell you something. That was a bad ploy, cutting off food, closing your bank account. Because of that. They were starting to get edgy. I know the banks are pretty well screwed. Because they were starting to say to me, do you have a will or anything? They wanted to take my money. And then they quit as soon as they took that law off. So I really think the banks are controlling everything. The commodity markets are screwed. So I'm showing you the negatives. The positives? Well, we build more, it goes up more, right? Even the tiny house communities, those places used to be 40,000 to build a tiny house. We're up to 200,000 somewhere, 180 for a nice one, custom built. Very expensive. So their prices are going up because of demand. So Pierre Paul talks about building more houses. It's not cutting the mustard there. Cut the mustard on realtors and brokers flipping housing markets up so high. They know they're in the tsunami on the beach. You know what I mean? It's on the beach, mate. They know the market's going to crash, but they're going to dig in and get as much money out of it as they can for self-survival. Survivalism politics. So I wouldn't vote PC. I wouldn't vote for any of those boys. Not the far right, but the kids are all living in boxes and smoking dope. So what would I do? Minimize, build a business and start entrepreneurship and start investing in the gold and silver that we're finding in Canada. Bring back Canadian money to not a fractional reserve, but gold and silver, precious metals. Buy them. You know, there's things Kevin O'Leary's right. Buying collectibles like watches and Rolex. I'm not talking about the copies. And buying gold and silver. But the prices are so high right now because the market's flooded with people wanting gold and silver. Louis bar, like a chocolate bar, Canadian mint is $20,000. It's not like digital currency, but there is a digital currency that buys that stuff. I'd say buy gold and silver. These pawn shops, if you know how to test, keep your eyes open. And art is an investment. There's a lot of good artists around here. And they're all stylizations of Group of Seven. Stuff will be worth a fortune. But it's not to sell it. It's to maintain it as an asset. And, just keep it as an asset unless hard times come. But that's how you have to have insurance. The whole game has changed. Commodity markets, I don't think will make it. They're unethical. Even Warren Buffett warns about it. So I really think you shouldn't be minimalizing and putting money into I'm starting to fall asleep. What's happening is I'm feeling like I'm getting drained. There must be somebody here going to read this. Nobody's on here right now. But I think you're absorbing a lot of information. They found gold up in Yukon, Quebec, Northern Ontario, rivers of BC, lots of gold. God lays down gold on earth. Keep your eyes on the things and quit depending on parties that won't help you.